Akashvani presents Morning News. Good morning, I'm Sunil Verma. The headlines. Union Home Minister Amit Shah says Narendra Modi government recognized richness of Tamil language and allowed NEET candidates to write the exam in Tamil. President Droupadi Murmu to grace particularly vulnerable tribal groups summit at Rashtrapati Bhawan today. Government e-marketplace GEM to organize buyer-seller workshops in all 75 districts of Uttar Pradesh from today. Second summit of Supreme Audit institutions of G20 countries to begin today at Panaji in Goa. Extremely severe cyclonic storm Biparjoy to cross Saurashtra and Kutch coasts in Gujarat on Thursday. Novak Djokovic reaches record 23 Grand Slam titles after French Open tennis final win. And in hockey, India beat Argentina 2-1 in its final FIH Pro League 2022-23 match at Eindhoven in Netherlands. Union Home Minister Amit Shah has said that it was the Narendra Modi government which recognized the richness of ancient Tamil language and allowed the NEET candidates to write the exam in Tamil. Mr. Shah was addressing a public meeting at Vellore in Tamil Nadu yesterday.
10 साल तक डीएमके यूपीए सरकार में रही, पहले भी 8 साल तक सत्ता में रहे, परंतु सीएपीएफ की परीक्षा में, नीट की परीक्षा में, ऑल इंडिया सर्विसेज की परीक्षा में तमिल बच्चों को तमिल में पेपर लिखने की छूट नहीं थी। अब ऑल इंडिया सर्विसेज, नीट और सीएपीएफ के एग्जामिनेशन तमिल भाषा में भी लिए जाते हैं।
Mr. Shah said that the NDA government has allocated 2,47,000 crore rupees for the development of Tamil Nadu. He listed out the various development projects carried out by the central government in the state. Mr. Shah accused DMK leader and Chief Minister M.K. Stalin of doing nothing for the state when they were in coalition with the Congress. Criticizing the DMK and the Congress for being in power for generations, he said that there were corruption cases against them, whereas there was not a single allegation in the NDA government. Mr. Amit Shah said that it was Prime Minister Narendra Modi who took the bold step of uniting Kashmir into the mainstream by abrogation of Article 370. President Droupadi Murmu will grace the particularly vulnerable tribal groups PVTG summit in the sports ground of the Rashtrapati Bhawan today. The President has invited the members of 75 PVTGs for a visit to the Rashtrapati Bhavan for an extensive interaction with them and to apprise them about the various schemes and initiatives of the Ministry of Tribal Affairs. A guided tour around the Amrit Udyan and the Rashtrapati Bhavan has been organized for the PVTG members. Union Tribal Affairs Minister Arjun Munda, Minister of State Tribal Affairs Renuka Singh Saruta and Bishweshwar Tudu will also be present on the occasion. Government e-marketplace GEM will organize buyer-seller workshops in all the 75 districts of Uttar Pradesh from today. GEM is an online platform for the procurement of goods and services by government departments, public sector units and other agencies. These workshops aim to enhance the understanding of GEM's functionalities among buyers and sellers in the state, as well as provide a platform to address any queries or concerns. The workshop will continue till the 31st of August this year. The G20 Development Ministers meeting began yesterday in Varanasi city of Uttar Pradesh. External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar is chairing the meeting, which will continue till tomorrow. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will deliver a special video address at the beginning of the meeting under the G20 Indian presidency today. Dr. Jaishankar held bilateral meetings with his counterparts from EU, UNCTAD, Australia and Germany yesterday. He spoke about the Sustainable Development Summit and third country partnerships. Our correspondent covering the event has filed this report.
The plenary sessions of the meeting will begin today at the Deen Dayal Hastakala Sankul in Varanasi. The meeting will consist of two main sessions, one on multilateralism, collective actions for accelerating progress towards sustainable development goals, and another on green development, a lifestyle for environment. As many as 200 delegates have arrived in Varanasi, including delegates from all G20 members, 9 guest countries and 10 international organizations. A cultural evening was organized yesterday for the guests, which began with a visit to the Shashmed Ghat to watch the mesmerizing Ganga Aarti. The evening ended with a grand dinner hosted by Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh, Yogi Adityanath. Sushil Chandra Tiwari, Akashvani News, Varanasi.
A 3-day G20 Digital Economy Working Group DEWG conference will be organized in Pune from today on digital security. 3 major issues of digital public infrastructure, security in digital public economy, and digital skills will be discussed in this meeting. The conference of G20 countries will be inaugurated by Minister of State for Electronic and Information Technology, Rajiv Chandrasekhar. The second summit of the Supreme Audit Institutions, SAIs, of the G20 countries will begin in Panaji, the capital of Goa, today. The Controller and Auditor General, CAG of India, Girish Chandra Murmu, will deliver the inaugural address at the summit this morning. Later, he will lead the deliberations on the 2 priority areas, blue economy and responsible artificial intelligence. Governor of Goa, P.S. Sridharan Pillai, and India's G20 Sherpa, Amitabh Kant, will also address the meeting. More from our correspondent.
The 3-day summit will see the participation of the Supreme Audit Institutions, SAIs, of Australia, Brazil, Indonesia, South Korea, Russia, Saudi Arabia, Turkey, Bangladesh, Egypt, Mauritius, Nigeria, Oman, Spain, the UAE, Morocco and Poland. Over 80 national and international delegates, Think 20 and Youth 20 engagement groups will also attend the meeting. The CAG of India is expected to highlight the crucial role the SAIs can play in the audit of blue economy and responsible artificial intelligence AI to ensure good governance, transparency and accountability, and to optimize their positive impact on humankind. Zakir Nazir, Akashvani News, Panaji.
This is Akashvani giving you the news. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle @AIR News Alerts. Extremely severe cyclonic storm Biparjoy is likely to cross Saurashtra and Kutch coasts in Gujarat on Thursday. The India Meteorological Department, IMD, has warned that the areas will witness wind speed reaching 125 to 135 kilometers per hour, gusting to 150 kilometers per hour. Talking to Akashvani News, IMD DG M. Mohapatra said that Met Department has issued a yellow alert for Saurashtra and Kutch coasts in Gujarat.
We expect that it will cross Saurashtra and Pakistan coast between Mandvi in Gujarat and Karachi in Pakistan around forenoon of 15 as a very severe cyclone storm with wind speed of 125 to 135 km per hour, gusting to 150 km per hour. On recent winds, heavy rainfall activity will commence on 14th over Saurashtra and Kutch area. Heavy rainfall can exceed 20 centimeter in 24 hours on 15, and hence we have given the warning to fishermen not to venture into sea till 15.
On completion of the NDA government's 9 years in office, Akashvani News brings you a series of special stories on the initiatives taken by the government. Today we look at India's commitment of net zero emission by 2070. During the UN Conference on Climate Change, COP26, which was held at Glasgow in Scotland, Prime Minister Narendra Modi announced that India will achieve its net zero emissions target by 2070.
Narendra Modi-led government has made a great progress in the last 9 years towards a low-carbon economy in order to reach the target of net zero emissions by 2070. The National Green Hydrogen Mission, National Biofuel Policy, Mission Lifestyle are major such initiatives to meet the targets. The National Green Hydrogen Mission, with a budget of over 19,000 crore rupees, is aimed to make India a leading producer and supplier of green hydrogen in the world, while under the National Biofuel Policy, India set a target of producing bioethanol that would be blended with petrol in order to minimize carbon emissions. For an early target of 2030, India has now updated its goal to reach 20% ethanol blending by 2025-26. India has also introduced a FAME scheme which upfront bonus on the purchase of an electrical vehicle to promote e-mobility in order to cut the emission in transport sector. Whereas in the power sector, India has passed the Energy Conservation Amendment Act 2022, which specifies the minimum share of consumption of non-fossil fuel sources. Sanjeev Jasrotia for Akashvani, Delhi.
In tennis, Serbian Novak Djokovic created history by becoming the first man to reach the coveted 23 Grand Slam title mark with his straight sets win over Casper Ruud in the men's singles final of the French Open 2023 in Paris. This was the Serb's third title on Parisian clay as he goes past rival Rafael Nadal as the man with the most number of major honors in the history of the game. The world number 3 ranked Serb breezed past his opponent 7-6, 6-3, 7-5 to claim his third French Open title and 23rd Grand Slam title overall. With this victory, the 3-time French Open winner will reclaim the number 1 spot from Carlos Alcaraz in the ATP rankings. He surpassed Rafael Nadal as the oldest Roland Garros champion at the age of 36 years and 20 days, and with this victory, he became the first man to win all 4 Grand Slam events at least 3 times. In hockey, India beat Argentina 2-1 in its final FIH Pro League 2022-23 match in Eindhoven, the Netherlands yesterday. Akashdeep Singh and Sukhjit Singh scored goals for India, while Lucas Toscani netted the only goal for Argentina. With this victory, India consolidated their position atop the FIH Pro League standings with 30 points from 16 matches. Argentina are 5th with 13 points from 14 matches. India now hold a 4-point advantage over second-placed Great Britain in the FIH Pro League 2022-23 standings, but the European team has 4 games to go. The Indian men's hockey team finished in 4th place in their debut FIH Pro League campaign back in 2020-21. Their best finish in the competition, 3rd, came in the 2021-22 season. In our bilingual live phone-in program, Public Speak at 9:30 tonight, we will bring a discussion on income tax returns filing. Listeners can seek answers from the expert on the income tax returns filing procedures, applicable tax rates, refunds and other queries related to ITR filing. Listeners can dial the telephone number 011-237-17106 and 011-2331-4444 from 9:30 p.m. onwards. You may also send your queries on WhatsApp number 928-909-4044. This live program can be heard on FM Gold channel and additional frequencies. This program will also be available on our website newsonair.gov.in and on our YouTube channel News on AIR Official. And now for a look at today's newspapers, it's over to Renu Kataria.
Thank you, Sunil. 16 Indian crew members of a cargo vessel detained for 9 months in Equatorial Guinea and Nigeria have been released due to Indian government negotiations, reports the Asian Age. The centre is planning a master app that will show real-time availability of electric vehicle charging slots nearby on a map, reports the Economic Times. Cyclone Biparjoy set to hit Kutch, Gujarat gears up, reports the Hindu. Students facing deportation from Canada get relief. India flags gaps, headlines the Tribune, referring to Indian students facing deportation after obtaining Canadian visa based on fake admission letters. Search for first ICC trophy since 2013 ends in heartbreak again as India fold at final hurdle, writes Hindustan Times on India's loss in the Cricket World Test Championship final yesterday. India's follies led to its loss at Oval, writes the Pioneer. And finally, 41% of the beneficiaries of the government's loan scheme for vendors, PM Swanidhi, are women, with states in the south faring much better than those in the north, writes the Indian Express. And with that, it's back to you, Sunil.
Thank you, Renu. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Union Home Minister Amit Shah says Narendra Modi government recognized richness of Tamil language and allowed NEET candidates to write the exam in Tamil. President Droupadi Murmu to grace particularly vulnerable tribal groups summit at Rashtrapati Bhawan today. Government e-marketplace GEM to organize buyer-seller workshops in all 75 districts of Uttar Pradesh from today. Second Summit of Supreme Audit Institutions of G20 countries to begin today at Panaji in Goa. Extremely severe cyclonic storm Biparjoy to cross Saurashtra and Kutch coasts in Gujarat on Thursday. Novak Djokovic reaches record 23 Grand Slam titles after French Open tennis final win. And in hockey, India beat Argentina 2-1 in its final FIH Pro League 2022-23 match at Eindhoven in Netherlands. And with that, we end the morning news. Have a nice day.